Hey everybody, it's Brian Hargis with Toys from the Attic, Usedtoyman on multiple marketplaces. And today I wanted to do a video a little different. This is right in the middle of the series Trailer Haul, but I wanted to stop and give everybody an idea of how I value my items and then inventory them. It's actually what I want to do is you take the value, you determine an individual cost for each item, and then you enter that into inventory. Now that's what I do because I use the accrual method and I use QuickBooks. Now if you just simply, if you spend $400 on a particular lot of items and then you just expense it, then of course you don't need to see this. But since I buy larger, more expensive items, and I may carry them for a little bit longer, so I like to know what the value is for each individual item. All right, so for example, yesterday, even though I've got tons and tons of inventory, and it's selling well, but I still have way too much. I saw a deal on Facebook Marketplace. I've really got to stop looking at Facebook Marketplace because I see these great deals and I just can't pass them up. And so I contacted the individual, made a deal with them, and then drove an hour to go pick it up. Got there, and the guy had already removed or sold one of the pieces or more than one of the pieces. But he gave me other items as compensation, and then we renegotiated the deal $100 down. Which, I usually don't do that because if I make a deal with somebody and I get there and it's not in the condition they say it was, it's not what they said it was, then I feel guilty if I say, well, you know what, I really don't want to pay that. I need to pay this. So I just pretty much just tell them, no, I'm sorry, but this deal's over and good luck, and I'll leave. But in this instance, I didn't do that. And so I got the items home, I did an inventory, and I did a valuation. And now I'd like to show you how I assign individual costs to each item. It's not rocket science, but I thought you might be interested. All right, so here are the items that I bought. A PV Pro FX22 mixer, a Voodoo Lab Pedal Power 2 Plus, a generic microphone, a realistic microphone, all of these items. And so I put the quantity here, 1, 1, 1. I actually got 2 of these, and then 1 on each other's. And then this is the value per item. Of course, that PV Pro FX22 mixer, I think I can get $300 for it, or if not more. $75 for this pedal tube. Anyway, and then what I do is I do a calculation in this cell, which is this cell, the value per item times the quantity. And of course, in this spreadsheet, the only difference is this column here, where it has 2 items, 75 times 2, $150, right? Okay, so for all of these items, I bought them for $400. So what I need to do is have a calculation here that gives me the total cost for these items and then the cost per item, so that when I'm entering these into inventory, I know exactly how much cost to assign to each item. All right, so what I need to do is find out what is the total for everything. And the total value in this case is $1,510. So I got $1,510 worth of items for $400. So what I've got to do is do a calculation, and the calculation is such. You do the total value divided by the total value of the entire package times the amount that you spent on the entire package. So it gives you the proportional amount that PV Pro FX22 is worth compared to the whole value. So in this case, $79. And then of course over here, what you do is you do 79 divided by the number of items. In this case, it's just one, so it's 79. And then, of course, I'll just quickly go all the way down, and you'll see that this item here, it was $40 worth of value for those two items, and then $20 each. And if you add that up, that is $400. So all the math is correct. So then after that, what I'll do is I'll go into QuickBooks, and I will write a check out of petty cash to account for the money that I spent, and I will put into inventory this PV Pro FX 22 mixer at a cost of $79. And then, of course, when I list it and it sells, then I will recognize that that sold, and I'll get $350 because there's some shipping there. And then the system will take out $79, and the rest will be my profit. All right, well, if you have any questions or concerns, anything you want to talk about, just put some comments in the listing, and I'll try to answer them if I can. All right, I hope this was interesting. Have a great night.